Whispers of the Walls. In a quaint town nestled between rolling hills, there stood an old Victorian house known as the Hawthorne Manor. Abandoned for decades, its once grand facade now wore a shroud of neglect, ivy creeping up the walls like fingers clutching at memories long lost. The townsfolk spoke in hushed tones about the manor, weaving tales of a family who had vanished one stormy night, leaving nothing but an echo of laughter in the wind. When Sarah, a young journalist with a penchant for the paranormal, moved to town, she felt an irresistible pull toward the manor. Intrigued by the legends, she decided to investigate for her next article. Armed with her camera and a notebook, she ventured inside, the creaking floorboards beneath her feet echoing like whispers of the past. As she explored the dusty rooms, Sarah felt a strange presence. Shadows danced in the corners of her vision, and the air grew thick with unspoken words. In the dim light of the parlour, she discovered an old family portrait. The faces of the Hawthorne family frozen in time. They seemed to watch her with an intensity that sent shivers down her spine. Over the next few days, Sarah returned to the manor drawn by an inexplicable urge. She began to hear soft voices at night, like a lullaby carried on the breeze. The deeper she delved into the manor's history, the more she uncovered. Stories of heartache, betrayal, and a tragic fire that had consumed the family in their final moments. One evening, as a thunderstorm brewed outside, Sarah decided to spend the night in the manor to capture the eerie atmosphere. She set up her camera in the parlour, hoping to catch any paranormal activity. As the wind howled and lightning illuminated the room, she felt a chill sweep through her like a hand brushing against her skin. Suddenly her camera flickered and she caught a glimpse of movement in the corner of the frame. Heart pounding, she turned but found nothing. The whispers grew louder, a cacophony of voices pleading for release. Sarah's breath quickened as she realized she was not alone. In a moment of desperation, she called out, "What do you want?" The air crackled with tension, and the whispers coalesced into a single voice, soft yet insistent. "Help us." Determined to understand, Sarah spent hours researching the family's past, piecing together the fragments of their story. She learned that the night of the fire, a child had been trapped inside, calling for help while the parents were lost in their own turmoil. Consumed by guilt and grief, the family had never truly left, their spirits bound to the home they had loved and lost. With dawn approaching, Sarah returned to the parlour, her heart heavy with compassion for the lost souls. She spoke to them, promising to tell their story, to give them the voice they had been denied. As she shared her commitment, the atmosphere shifted, the oppressive weight lifting slightly. As the first light of morning broke through the clouds, Sarah felt a warmth envelop her, like a gentle embrace. The whispers faded, replaced by a profound silence. She left the manor, feeling a mix of relief and sadness, knowing she had offered them a chance at peace. But as she looked back one last time, a chilling realization gripped her. On the old family portrait she had taken, there was one figure that stood out, a shadowy outline of a child, their small hand raised in a silent plea, not for help, but for something else entirely. Was it possible that the family had found their peace, but the child remained behind, waiting for someone to join them? With that haunting thought echoing in her mind, Sarah wondered, what if the true price of uncovering the past was a tethering to it? Would she too be drawn into the whispers of the walls?